All right, guys, what's up? This is Frost for Guardian TV, and so obviously I've been playing Pokemon Go for a long time now, and I've learned quite a few tricks I want to share with you. What's up, Pokegoers? This is Frost from Guardian TV, and if this is your first time here and you want to stay up to date on insider information for Pokemon Go and other stuff, along with how-tos and giveaways, make sure you start now by pressing that subscribe button and hitting the little bell for the notification. All right, so up first is how to take care of those pesky raid researches the quick way, especially the two long ones that have to do with the Let's Go Melton quest. God damn, those took forever. It's like 10 raids. It took a while. So one of the things while doing that I learned is that you don't really actually have to complete the raid. Really all you got to do is go into the raid, lose, rinse and repeat over and over again 10 times. And no time, I've actually never seen... I don't think I've ever seen an actual research that says, or even a quest item that says, win raid. I don't know. I don't recall seeing one, but maybe you guys have. I have no idea. And another thing to keep in mind of is those research ones. And I never really noticed this, but there's a little garbage can icon right next to it that you can click on to get rid of one. Like I got stuck with the one that said, find a Ditto. Now, we all know how difficult it is to find a Ditto. So I saw, I was like, what is that? And I swear for the longest time, I didn't know that actually existed. So I was just sitting there with this Ditto research tab for like, it had to be a month and a half before I finally realized it. And a couple of people I told about it, honestly, they didn't know either. So I forgot to bring it up in the video. So anyway, every time I get stuck with, one of those raid tasks or quests or whatever, I cringe and, but like I said, the trick really is you go in, you rinse, repeat. Honestly, the worst thing you can do is try to go into it and win. It's going to take you forever. You're going to go in, you're going to win, you're going to waste your raid pass. Let's say it's your daily free raid pass, and then you're going to wait a whole nother day. Why bother doing that? Just go in, blow it 10 times, and be on your way. All right, so the second tip I really do wish I knew back when, because I honestly, certain things I just wasn't paying attention to. I just cared more about catching and everything else than I did actually learning certain pieces of the game that actually would have helped me. So the second tip I really wish I did know is about lucky Pokemon. So they introduced this mechanic in the game that basically says that if you trade with somebody you have a friendship with on the game, you both have a chance of getting a lucky Pokemon. Now, what is a lucky Pokemon? Honestly, I didn't know because they really don't advertise this stuff. Lucky Pokemon is basically a normal Pokemon. Unlike a shiny, there's no color difference, but it does kind of sparkle on your screen. And if you want to evolve it, I'm sorry, not evolve it, but power it up, it takes half the Stardust of a normal everyday Pokemon. Now, the difference between that and let's say a purified one is purified ones take less candies than Stardust. This is kind of the opposite effect. So personally, I would much rather you take all the candies and leave me the Stardust, because that stuff is like liquid gold these days. Now, here's a helpful trick that we learned on how to increase your chances of getting a lucky. Basically, the longer that you have a Pokemon in your collection, like I have an Aerodactyl that was one of the first, I still have it. It's from, I think, the first 2 weeks that I actually played the game. I still have it. Now, if I traded that to somebody, that gives me that much more of a chance to get back a lucky Pokemon. So basically, I'm going to go and trade my Aerodactyl for a halfway decent Larvitar. There's a very good possibility when that Larvitar comes back over to me, it'll end up being a lucky Pokemon. Now, that's not to say it's going to happen every time. We don't know what the ratio is. God only knows. I've seen it be, 2 out of 5, and I've seen it be 1 out of 50. Now, another way to increase your chances is that it also depends on what friendship level you're at. Remember, it takes 30 days of consistent back and forth gifting or raids or trades in order to get to Ultra Friend level. Okay, that's when you get a whole ton of discounts and everything for trading. And then 90 days to get the best friend level. So now keep that in mind for the next tip I'm going to be giving you. So that's the easiest way you can do it. So basically what you're doing, so if you want to trade a high level or a low IV Larvitar to try to get a lucky Tyranitar, it'll increase your odds if it's an older one. Now you guys can go and do this back and forth and so on. So another thing you can do is you can trade your busted old Larvitar for the oldest Pokemon that they're willing to trade. Now trade the oldest Pokemon you're willing to trade for the Larvitar, so you can go back and forth if you want. Now, if you don't like the idea of one of you guys getting lucky and not the other, then you're pretty much crap out of luck, because that's just the way it is. Sometimes somebody has a good day and sometimes somebody has a bad day. Now, an added feature attached to this is the ability to make lucky friends. This is another thing we really didn't know much about. Now, it is very difficult to do because you need to be best friends with this person, which again, like I said earlier, takes literally 90 days of consistent gifting back and forth, trades and raids. Now, there's several different things you could do in order to up your friendship with somebody. Honestly, the easiest way to do it is through the gifts. You can only do it one time a day. One doesn't give more experience than the others. All three of them are equal. You can trade, raids, do battles, which are there's 4, and you can do the gifts back and forth. Like I said, gifts aren't really hard to come by. Usually it gives out 1 every single Pokestop. Not that big a deal. You're not really going to run low. The downside is that you can give out as many gifts as you want. I've got 77 friends as the time I'm making this video, and you can give out 77. It's no big deal, which I try to do. But I can only open 20, and that's the annoying part. So you always keep that in mind. Now, one of the tricks that will also help you, because it's impossible to try to keep up or upgrade 75 or 50 or 30 all in the same row. It's just not possible. So, some people gift every day. Some people gift every couple of days. I got a couple of people who gift once a week. I mean, it's just kind of the way it is. But honestly, what I do is that when I'm deciding on what packages I want to open, I will look at the level of friendship that I'm at. And if somebody's about to, cross one of those thresholds, I'll obviously open that one first, because not only do you increase your level, but there are large XP bonuses for this. So when you become good friends with somebody that's 10,000 XP, and then Ultra Friends is 50,000 XP, and Best Friends, I believe, is 80,000 XP. So you can see that is a huge XP mine. If you just kind of progressively keep them going, you could really, and if you see that you have a whole bunch right on that cusp of hitting the next level and you pop a lucky egg, think about it. You could easily, if you really got up there, there's a very good chance you could possibly hit 1,000,000 XP in one shot. So a couple other things, maybe kind of small or maybe kind of big, just things that people don't seem to actually know. So a question many people ask about the game is, what in the hell is the deal with the blue glow around the Pokemon? Why is it there? Does it signify male, female? No. Does it signify really good or really bad? No. Basically, all it means is that it was caught within the last 24 hours. That's all it means. Don't know why they did that. You could just hit the recent button and it'll show this. I don't know. It makes no sense. It's just kind of pointless. Another thing having to do with the blue glow is on your friends list. Why do some people have a blue halo around them and some don't? Basically, all that really means is that if you see somebody who has a blue halo already around it, that means that you've already increased your friendship level with them that day, and you can't do it again. So there's no point in wasting raids or trades or trying to send them a gift again, because you're not going to be able to, or whatever else it may be. Fact of the matter is that you see the blue halo, there's no point really even opening their package, because it's not going to do any progression points. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Until next time, I have a bunch more tips I'm going to be giving out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later.